Hello, my name's Hawkins Marwood, and I'm an Elite Certified Akashic Records instructor and reader. And what I'm here to share with you today is all about the next level of certification that I'm going to be offering in the Akashic Records. The newest course that I'll be offering is called Discover Your Soul's Path through the Akashic Records. And the material in the course is based on this book called Discover Your Soul's Path through the Akashic Records. This book was written by Dr. Howe, and it's with Dr. Howe, who I studied with extensively to become an elite certified instructor. So I'm really excited and very proud for this next level of certification, and I feel like it is so timely. So if you're somebody who has spent the last number of years or maybe even decades really working at healing, uprooting, transforming who you have been into who you want to be and choose to be, and really discovering the gifts you have inside that have always been there, removing any of the blocks or obstacles to living your light and your truth, feeling worthy to be you, and again, releasing anything from the past, whether it's this lifetime or other lifetimes or ancestors' belief systems that keep you from living full out your fullest potential. So this is a course for you, because what I've been hearing from clients and students very consistently for the last several years is this burning desire to know, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? I feel like I'm here for a bigger reason, a bigger purpose. I feel like there's a path in front of me and I can't quite see what it is, but I know it's there. I don't know how to connect with it. Well, what you're going to learn in this course is something that's going to be able to help you answer all those questions. Clear the brambles away, get clear on who you are and what you're here to do. And then in addition to that, everything that you learn in the course you can do over and over again to just keep the pathway clear. Keep your decisions at the highest level really aligned with your soul. So let's talk about what's covered in this course. The course has a few major sections to it, and the first section, which is really important, is really opening you up to the Akashic Records, what they are, and how you can access them in a really safe, secure, and what I feel is important, repeatable way. So what you'll be introduced to in the beginning of the course is the pathway prayer process, which was brought through by Dr. Howe. And it's what I've been using consistently in my practice since 2011. I've done thousands of readings, between my own readings for myself as well as clients all over the world. And I've taught many hundreds of students in different places. And this is the method that I teach that I feel is incomparable. It creates a safe, sacred space. And again, it's very much a process that you can count on. It works. You don't have to wonder if today the energies are right or are you in the right mood. If you open the records the way you're trained with the pathway prayer process, you can guarantee that you're in there, which I love. We want that guarantee if we want to do that soul level work, right? So that's the very beginning part of the class. Now, if you've taken a class using this method before, it's okay. You can come, because that aspect, that repetition, that up-leveling and deepening of your understanding of the pathway prayer process is really important. If you have never learned anything about it, you can come to this class too. We start at the beginning and we take you through those initial steps of learning how to access your Akashic Records. So it's all laid out for anyone who's a beginner or a seasoned expert in working in the Akashic Records. Then we get into the real meat and potatoes, if you will, of this course. And the first section is based on 5 key aspects of really looking at and discovering where we are in relationship to them, because when we get ourselves aligned with them, we really can discover our path very easily and clearly. So what are those 5 things? They are incarnation, authority, discipline, responsibility, and commitment. And in this class, working in your Akashic Records, you're going to discover your relationship with all of them. You know, for example, a lot of us have a little bit of a sticking point around this word discipline, because often in our early years, discipline meant punishment. But discipline actually is an incredible quality to invoke, to get aligned with, to really up level in our life, because it's through discipline, which is really consistent action, right? And repeatable action towards a goal. That sense of discipline, just as one example, as we up level that, we really can get on our path and stay clear on it. So that's just a tiny example of one of the 5 things that we explore in the Akashic Records. And the benefit of exploring it in your records means you're exploring it through the lens of your soul, through the lens of your highest level of truth in this incarnation for yourself. What better place, right? So we're going to do a deep dive into all of that. You will be in your own Akashic Records and be able to ask your questions and get support in that environment, which really helps your confidence grow. A really important next section is, you know, I always get really excited about this section whenever we dive into the energy of grace. Now, grace is like a central pillar that we have in the light and the truth of who we are. Grace is a quality of the divine. And grace really is always present. And as we pay attention to grace, as we work with the energy of grace, grace expands. So we have a really beautiful section on working with the energy of grace. And then the last main section that we work on is something called your inner triangle. And the inner triangle is made up of 3 things that are going to be very familiar to you. It's mind, heart, and will. And as we look at our mind, heart, and will, this inner triangle, when we're making any decisions to move ourselves forward on our soul's path, and when we're looking at heart, mind, and will relative to, again, the lens of our soul in the Akashic Records, we know what decisions are right for us to make. We know where maybe we desire something, but we maybe are not all in on it, so maybe it's not the right thing to do right now. Or we understand what we need to do to get in alignment with it, because when our heart, mind, and will are clear and clean and on track, it creates this, I feel, acceleration, and it creates fewer detours and this clarity while we're discovering our path and we're moving on our path and finding that big impact for ourselves, or if our impact is out in the world, it helps with that too. So this is the summary of the class. Again, opening up to your Akashic Records, looking at those 5 key elements, looking at grace, and also our inner triangle. Really powerful class. When I've taken this class, it was so transformative to me, so eye-opening to me, and also giving myself strategies that I can continue to use. So I highly recommend everything that we're doing in this course. Now, the way I'm going to be teaching this course, typically, the main format of it will be over a Friday evening and a Saturday, Sunday. So basically all within a weekend. There may be different times and places where I'll teach it slightly differently, but that's the main way I'll teach it. And I have now completed my 2019 schedule. And if you're watching this after 2019, it will always be up on our website, which is https://soul, SOUL, Genesis, GENESIS.com. And you can see that on the screen now. If you're watching this on Instagram, you'll be able to click through on my bio and see what my upcoming courses are. If you're watching this on Facebook, please go to our business page, Soul Genesis, And from there, click on the events, and you'll see all the different times and places that I'll be offering this course, as well as any of the other 3 Akashic Records certification courses that I teach. And if you're drawn to this and you still have more questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email or direct message. I love to answer questions to get you clear on if this feels like the right match for you. So until then, I hope you have an incredible day, incredible evening, and please find a way to connect with joy and the goodness of you each and every day. Have a wonderful day.